Hey there, and welcome to part two of the Italian grill or Italian restaurant build here on the Iron Horse Model Railroad. If you're watching the replay, we thank you for joining us. We already did a part one, and we just airbrushed the base and all that. And that's actually shown a little bit here, but not perfectly. And I've got the remainder of the models actually out on the table out there. I tried to stream earlier and I had a little trouble getting some of the pieces off the raft, and so I stopped for a minute. And then we got caught up with some soccer changes, and I just now made it back, and I'm able to come back and get started again. So I only had about a 20-minute stream this morning, and I just went ahead and unlisted it because I did have was able to communicate and chat with a guy named the Messy Modeler. Hey, John, how you doing? Um, I'm working on the pop-out chat, and I was able to communicate pretty well. You know, we had a good talk. Me and the Messy Modeler. He came in. It was early this morning, about 6 o'clock, and he came in and we chatted and hung out while I took some of the pieces off. Hey Lee, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. And so, all right, now I can see the chat and everything. Got situated. And so I was gonna do. I can. Thank you, John. And so I was gonna do my intro video and all that at the beginning of the stream today. And when I realized almost right at the very end that my countdown timer is still on the Foamer Friday thing. And so I just decided to table that because I can't really do my intro video without the countdown timer, because the intro video needs to be running. The countdown timer needs to be running when I click go live. And then so it's counting down. Then I can transition at any point into the intro video, and then it cuts to this view at the end of that. And so I'm gonna have to get in Canva and do a new thumbnail for the countdown timer on the live stream. And so good to see you guys. I got let's do a transition. I got the wall pieces here. Let me go get I'm gonna go grab the other stuff real quick just to show y'all. And well, y'all might have seen it already. Alright, and I think y'all have already seen this, but I want to make sure. So we got the, yeah, I know y'all saw this. Well, Lee, you might have went to bed. But here is the top roof. This is the bottom base, the middle base, and the top roof. And let's do that this way to show this here, and here, and here, like this is how the model goes. And then we've got the rooftop stage and bar and stools and all that stuff. This is the entrance or exit to the roof from the inside. And so this morning, like I said, I had a little trouble with some pieces coming off the raft, and I had to kind of cool them down, and I didn't want to wait for all that, and it was early in the morning. So and then was thinking about going back on, and we started getting phone messages about soccer. Our soccer game was canceled this morning because the other team had some sick players or something. And so we didn't find that out till the very last minute, which was a little upsetting because I'm like a big kid. I don't like practice so much. I mean, it's okay. We had a pretty good practice this past week anyway, but I really prefer the games, and I enjoy the games. So you're working on the bench and on build and go stream on. All right, I got you. I got you. So what I've got, I think I've got everything printed for this model, so we can go ahead and assemble it today. AJ's not in the house, And so there she's with her mama at a family function that they're doing for Christmas today, about 20 minutes from here. And so I've got plenty of time to take my time, and we're going to put this all together over the course of the evening tonight. Hopefully, we'll get done this evening, and if we have to tomorrow, we'll go into an early stream in the morning to finish it up. I'd rather finish it at a decent hour this evening before it gets too late, and that way, I kind of have more people around for the end part, rather than if I do it at 6 or 7 a.m. or something. So what I need to do first is we've got the window frame, the panels that go on all of these guys right here, right now. And so what I'm going to be doing first is I'll be gluing the window panels into the windows, or the window cutouts. And after those dry for a minute, I'll flip them over and put the window filament on the back. And so after we do that and that dries, then we can bring the base back in here and we can start assembling the walls and everything. And so it's Saturday afternoon at 1:32 my time in the Central Time Zone. And sometimes we get a good bit of people in here on Saturdays, and other times everybody's out doing something. I think it depends on the weather. So we got really good weather down here right now. I mean, it's pretty good. It's good for us. But it's kind of dry and, lower 70s. So nothing wrong with that. What's it like in PA, John? All right. Take the glasses off. Put them somewhere safe. And now I took my eyes off, but I can still think I switched the pop-out chat too. It's a little further than where the camera was, so I'm not looking directly at the camera, but it's also not behind that other camera, so I can see it a little better. And ooh, stormy. All right. So we're trying to put about as little glue as we can in here. And we're going to try to kind of do this pretty quick because it is not exciting. We'll do those two first, make sure they go in, and then we'll move this piece. We don't have to rush that much. We're not in a hurry. So these have on the window frames on this model have a bottom that is thicker than the top on purpose. You got to make sure that the top doesn't go in too far there. So we've got a little ledge on the bottom, and I'll flip that around a little later. But there we go. And so when you got the dark base on the light walls with the dark window frames, it looks pretty good. So what we need to do is, I'm not on StreamYard, and you know what I noticed, because I did a video meeting on StreamYard, and I had trouble. I had resource trouble, but here I'm not using them, and I'm showing excellent. I just jinxed the stream. Jeez and Peters, you dummy. But why did my pop-out chat leave again? No, it didn't. But the computer's struggling to do the StreamYard meetings. I thought StreamYard's supposed to take away some of the whatever. But the guy I was hanging out with this morning, the messy modeler, he Cold and wet in the UK. I didn't. The only reason I didn't ask you, Lee, is because I thought you might be working, and I didn't want you to think you needed to stop what you were doing. Um, he said he used to be under a different name, but and that he had been in some of my other in one of our streams a long time ago when I hit like 1,000 subscribers or something. I thought I cleared all these out. He's not bad on these, but I really like the StreamYard will only help with other guests. It'll actually use some of yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, it does. It definitely seems more resource intensive than this, but then again, I'm not. I mean, I've got a lot of things going on, but I don't have any other people in here. And so, what I'm thinking about doing, for sure, when I'm streaming on YouTube, but maybe not so much for my meetings unless it starts causing a problem. But I might just start having to plug in when I'm using StreamYard, and because I don't know that. And well, right now, even it's kind. Oh no, it's going red a little bit. But I'm at my CPU, John, is at 60.6 right now. So, but with StreamYard, I'm showing unstable connection, and if I try to if I come to OBS and I change the scene, I was getting buffering, which I thought that was weird. So I'm not sure what's going on there with StreamYard. Hey, Wild Bill, how you doing? Well, Bill, I've kind of got an older computer, and I'm thinking that might have a lot to do with it. That I don't have a great computer. Um, I have another computer here that I could connect to StreamYard with and see if that's the thing, but I try not to use that one. And that's what I need to do next time I need to do anything for school. I need to use one of the school computers and do StreamYard for the meeting. And I just don't do many meetings for school anymore on like we did when we had COVID or something. They got away from all of them video meetings and all that stuff. Let's see, what is he saying? You're using a new software. Okay, so I don't quite understand what you're saying, Lee. You're using a new software from StreamYard, and so is Restream a new software or a new version of StreamYard or something like that? Is what you're saying? Because I would love something else to try. I mean, I actually like StreamYard, but I don't like what it's doing to. I mean, I'm having a lot of. I'm struggling to use it. So, Restream. Huh. Does it cost money, Lee? And if so, how much is it? Does it cost more than StreamYard? Because I would hesitate to pay for StreamYard because I'm scared that I would pay for it and then I'm having these troubles running it, and then it could be just as bad. Okay, so as long as Restream and you said I'm kind of asking you to repeat yourself, and I'm sorry, but um, is it a version of StreamYard? Is it or is it a competitor to StreamYard? Which I'm totally fine with using a competitor to StreamYard. I have no emotional connection whatsoever to StreamYard. So one thing I'm curious about. Um, three so this says three, and that's a okay. I guess I was trying to figure out how to read the analytics on this thing. Golly, why is it dropping them both each time? I hate that. So yeah, that's definitely worth looking into. Have you heard? This could have been how you got why you gave the suggestion in the first place, but have you heard anything about it being easier on the resources and stuff, easier to run than StreamYard, or have you heard anything about that? Have any experience with that? You know, let's see. This one goes here. I know one of them went flying across the room, but I know where it's at. So I can go get it. Here. I might have more than I thought I did, but I didn't realize I needed this many of that size, but I sure do. I thought I had a bunch of extras. When that one flung across the room, I was like, well, I got plenty of extras. And I may not have plenty of extras. Well, this one's going to go here and here because I'm going to modify a piece. Because on this one, the actual piece, it would go into the angle. So we won't put regular ones there. Hey, Dave BNSFN Scale, it's great to see you here today. Happy Saturday to you. We're going to be here hanging out maybe for a minute. I'm not going to be in a hurry or in a rush, and I've got to put this thing together though. So, and I would like to finish it today. So I am going to be continuously working as much as I can, but I'm not going to rush through it. Something needs to dry. I'm going to let it dry, and we can sit around and chat. If there's anybody in here to talk to, I'll stick around. I know it's Saturday though, and sometimes it's tough. People got stuff to do on Saturday afternoons, so they don't have that stuff to do on Sunday type deal. So what we'll do is we're getting all the window frames in, like I said, and then we're going to. Sometimes they're tricky to see which side's up. There's only a little ledge on them, but there is. My other ones are shaped differently, and so there it is. And I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to have a picture of the completed model kind of popping up every once in a while, but then I got to thinking that might be a mistake, because we'd be revealing the end. But I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I keep jinxing myself on stuff, so I'm stopping. I was telling the messy modeler today that my models have improved because he actually won something from me. He didn't pick it up yet, though, so he could still get it. And I said, man, you got lucky because they're a whole lot better than they were 2 years ago. And not as soon as I said that, John, Dave, Lee, what happened? I had one raft that wasn't cooperating. And I was having to pry under it, and I was scared I was going to break the piece, and so I stopped the string. Because it was like I said, it was super early this morning, and it was just me and one other fella, and I planned to just get it off, put it in the freezer, get it off, and which that didn't work. Matter of fact, I had to do something different, but I planned to put it in the freezer and get it off and come back on before AJ's soccer game. Well, about the time I got it all off, we got alerts that the soccer game was canceled. And nobody was happy about that. So, what they did is the problem was really more than anything is they accidentally, the other team wasn't able to field enough players. And when they put it on the cancellation, the group-wide cancellation that goes out to everybody involved in the game, they put that we were the one that couldn't field the players, field enough players to play. So our parents are freaking out, wondering what's going on, and so all that had to be dealt with, and blah blah blah. So anyway, then I decided to be somewhat smart, and I cleaned the house some. And then I figured once I did a pretty good job of cleaning up, I could come enjoy the rest of the afternoon and stream and whatnot. It's supposed to be Christmas carols in the background. This is kind of depressing. I wanted like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and stuff back there. I guess I could try to switch it. How do you do that from here? Will it just skip forward some or? We're back. I prefer happy Christmas music, so we can get this fixed. Let's see. Let's see if this is any better. We're probably gonna play an ad though. Yep. Now, can y'all hear the Christmas music at all? My intention is for y'all to be able to hear it a little too. We can get everybody festive. Let's see here. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. So would any louder be obnoxious anyway? Because that's kind of the point. But if it would be better to hear it a little better, I could turn it up a little. Kind of doing a volume check on that. And so y'all basically hear about like I do. I just need this monitor a little closer. Or I'm going to get new glasses coming up soon. I think it's May I can, or April. I'm going to get a new set. Alright. Well, this turned into some Feliz Navidad now. Because it gets too quiet. For me, at least, it gets quiet here. And I don't think that I get any kind of copyright or anything on that. We'll see. If they do, I'll say I'm sorry. But I gotta kind of watch for the mail guy too. Hoping that I get my canopy glue. Could literally show up right now as I need it, and so I'm watching close, John, because I ordered it. I surely did. It didn't go in as good as the other ones did. Yeah, it did maybe. Alright. So yeah, Dave, I got canopy glue. I'm not sure. I thought it maybe said initially Monday though, so it might not be today. I was hoping maybe it would slide in early. Yeah, man, it'd be great to get it now. Although these pieces have a pretty good amount of space around the outside before we get to the edge, and that makes it a little bit easier for me to keep. Hey, Kyle, that makes it a little bit easier for me to keep it out of the windows where you can't see it. I don't know, Kyle. That's what I was just wondering. Um, I'm not really sure, and I hope that I'm not making a big mistake. But I mean, I used to play my John Denver music and all that stuff in the background. I mean, in my videos, and they would just say that this is, I'd get a copyright warning, but they would say this isn't a strike, just you have to share the money with the author if it becomes monetized and starts making money or something. And so I hope that we'll leave it at that reasonable volume, and hope that they don't get upset with me about playing Christmas music during a live stream. And I mean, I've really always been kind of curious about that, because I've always wanted to do some kind of background music. And I don't really have. Do you have any experience with that, Kyle? Have you ever had that happen to you? You might already know You might already know they're gonna give me a warning. And this kind of music, though, I guess it could be copyrighted, but I'm assuming it is. But there's so many versions of this song. I mean, how many versions of this are there? I guess I didn't check though to see if it was, but. So we'll see what happens. You know what? Maybe I could go look at that. Hold on. I didn't delete it. I left it unlisted. Hold on a second. Let me. Oh, no, I'm not going to take a chance on messing that all up. So yeah, I do. I do like having some music in the background though. So if they're not going to be upset with me about it, I'm going to probably do it more. So I need to find out because I don't like the silence here. Um, Yeah, I mean, I would think that this would probably be okay. Now, I would understand, like, if I was playing, um, some fairly current artist. And I guess there are artists that are responsible for this, but I don't know. I think that this would probably, I'd have a better chance of this being safe than most things, is what I'm hoping. Let's see what we got. Okay, check that. I guess I printed an extra one of those though. It'd be okay if I sang along. You're trying to trick me, Dave. I think y'all probably heard that happy birthday. You see, I got a frog in my throat just thinking about it. I think y'all probably heard the happy birthday thing we've done, so we'll stay away from that. We didn't practice that though in our defense. Speaking of, the holiday show is tomorrow on Ray Bobel's channel, and I think I said that correctly. And if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna start at 8 p.m. Eastern, or is it a little early because it's a holiday show, John? Is it starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, or is it starting at a little earlier tomorrow? This is good for me to know as well, because I don't um, recall. That leads me to believe, because I don't remember reading about a new time, it leads me to believe it's going to be 8 train time at 8 p.m. Central Time. And it is a festive, fun holiday show with multiple participants. 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. So the STS holiday show is on Ray's channel, good friend Ray. And John, do you have a link for Ray's channel anywhere handy? I hate to bother you, but if you don't mind putting that there. Every once in a while, YouTube will push out my live streams pretty good where they get 400 or 500 views. I mean, it happens occasionally. And I mean, lately is what I mean. And at weird times too, like it's particularly the ones that I do like early in the morning that nobody shows up at. I guess maybe YouTube feels sorry for me, and then they push it out so some people will watch it. But anyway, I'll take it. But this morning was not a disaster because I got to hang out with that dude. But other than that, it was pretty much a waste of time. I was just aggravated because I jinxed myself more than anything. Now, what we need to do, thank you, John, appreciate you. And so, if you happen to be watching the replay and you didn't already know about the Sidetrack Sunday show that happens tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Brother Ray's channel, the link is right there right now. If you'll save that or go, what you do is you go and you follow the link and you click subscribe and you set the bell for alerts so you know you get alerted to the live stream half hour before it starts. Now that might be a show that you could even head to a little bit early and find some people chatting and stuff. I would assume. Is there anything, did I read something about somebody wearing a Grinch costume? You know I'm a skimmer. I don't think it said John was wearing the Grinch costume. Was it, John? Were they saying you were going to wear a Grinch costume tomorrow night? I think it'd be a good idea. I mean, I think we'd get a lot of people in the stream. Uh-oh, backwards. See, I was talking, making fun of John. Oh, no, I didn't. I was making fun of John and I thought I messed up. Well, I don't even think I have a, I might have a Christmas hat or something here. I can't remember. Yeah, I actually read it right, John. I did pay attention because I was, reading a little faster and I saw something about Grinch under, it was your message and I was like, hold up, wait. And it was, I don't have. But what would be real cool right about now to have is a Santa Claus looking conductor hat with lights. Well, you'd be the bee's knees then. A Santa Claus style conductor hat with lights. Heck yeah. That's like I was saying the other day. I really, I'm. I guess it's kind of selfish, but I hate that AJ's gonna be growing out of toys. Not toys totally, but you know what I mean. Because I thoroughly enjoy getting from her for her. And we make sure that she knows what it's about. That there's presents, but she knows what we're celebrating. And, and I just like that, you know, I like getting together with the family and the food and um, everybody giving to each other is really nice. Let's see, I got a little, hadn't had one of those yet. Now I guess I got two. Let's see what happens when I pick up a wee out of this picture. Yeah, I need to probably move this up some. Sorry about that, guys. But I noticed that when I was picking up, I was going out of the camera. And that was not the desired effect. Well, at least it wasn't the last one to give me problems, because I would have complained and fussed about that. Because that's what normally happens, is the last one gives me issues. If I'm taking apart, if I'm unscrewing 8 screws, 7 of them will come out alright, and that last one's going to strip. Alright. Now we'll try to go in reverse order, because these have hopefully dried a little bit. And we're going to put some window filament on the back. And once we get that done, we can put the walls up. And so again, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be cutting for a minute. So. Dope. Well, it's pretty dang close, you big dummy. Got it a lot closer for comfort than I wanted it. And we'll leave that like that. See if this will work. Yeah, that's fine. These aren't flat, they really will give me fits. So I'm going to try to make sure they are. And then we just, as long as we don't get this thick where it'll run, we're fine. Especially out here on these edges, we don't want. And then what I do, I'm ready to go play with some trains. All this model assembly is pretty fun now. I mean, I gotta admit it. I do enjoy doing it. It's not a. It hasn't become a tax, but I do want to go play with some trains downstairs. And what I want to do is work on that new diorama and get the roads on it, and then get some structures on there. Get some lighting running there and all that good stuff. Alright, similar, very close. And this is going to be about the same as the last one, and the other one's a little shorter. Man, I'm a little jealous. Although, I just don't really have room anymore to, except for, I mean, I could be at that one desk and put models together, but I don't have room like I used to down there because I haven't built the shelves for those dioramas to go underneath yet, and I've been too lazy to do that. And then I've covered my workbenches basically. So I have that one that's below Winter Park where I used to sit to stream and stuff, but I don't have the lighting down there that I need. But that's actually what I definitely plan to do on the 22nd when I do STS, is to be down in the shed with the trains. I asked Santa for locos, and I won't have them by then anyway. But I got one train I can run good. I have others that run, just not clean and consistent enough to run with another set. And to do so live, where I don't have a lot of headaches and frustration. Well, yeah, you can do that. You can get that way too. Usually it perks me up a little bit, but what happens is I've moved so much of the luxuries up this way from down there. It's I used to have the coffee pot down there and everything, and I don't anymore. So, and the computer was down there, and that was the big deal. But I gotta have a computer up here. I sure hope I don't go check the front door and the canopy glue is there. I don't think it is, though. I didn't hear anything out there. Let's see. That one's a little close. I'm scared it might run in there. Let's move it that way. Uh-oh. I made a bigger mess. It would have probably been fine. Just get it away from the window opening. Alright, uh-oh, I just touched it. Front piece. Alright. Just screwed that one up. Yeah, I did the windows like this for that ski lodge off camera. Because that was too much trouble. Potential heartache and frustration. Don't. No. Not very bright. Short. I guess I could mark this stuff, and I could use my 11-2 instead of the scissors, but scissors are so much easier, and eyeballing it is so much more fun, isn't it? Let's make sure before we lay her down. Yeah, we'll be all right. Come on, cooperate. Straighten. It was straighter before. I think we got it now, though. Alright, we'll move it this way. Alright. So, John, there's going to be 5 of us on there tomorrow night? Are supposed to be? That's not going to work. I will have a new way to do. Ha! I will have a way to do Windows differently in the very, very near future because I am tired of this. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. It worked fine for a while, but it is time to figure this window thing out and be able to um, now, I mean, there is another way to do them, but I've got to find a way that works for me to do them that I'm happy with because it can't take forever. Um, I'm not able to spend as much time as something like that warrants to do some of the ways that look perfect are just too time consuming. I gotta work this way. A little bit more. Alright, I'm so ready to get to the more fun part. Looks like that might stay. Alright, close. Close. I got some rafts stuck to there. Yeah, they don't always stay on track, but they can get sidetracked, or they can get back on track, or they can get on track. Alright. Come on. Uh-oh. Let's do something here. We don't want that getting in there. Yeah, I watched for a little while this morning, but then I had to take a call. So I don't know how it got sidetracked. They were talking about booze at one point. Oh, okay. Did it stay talking about that? Cause I was not there for the remainder of that. This is just a little bit too short. Dang it. Alright. Wait. It's gonna have to be taller. I almost messed it up again. I'd have been upset because I'd had to get another sheet. Alright. Let's see here. Be done with this. Does anybody, what is the best way to that you can do Windows somewhat quickly, but that still looks good? Uh-oh. No, I'm not overdoing it. Because this actually looks fine on the outside, but the inside looks so bad that I can't stand it. And, you know, I'd like people to be able to use an interior. And if I ever do an interior in something, I always do a different window anyway. Yeah, I watched most of the show, but I watched most of the show with the volume down. And it wasn't because I didn't like it, it was because I had a call. But everybody looked like they were having fun. You know what? Doesn't sound like a half bad idea. Where am I need to. Well, no, I don't. That's actually, I wonder what packing tape glued on the back would look like on the front. Maybe he's not a big drinker or something, so he didn't have much to contribute. Well, I thought I had that a lot closer than that. There it is. I did. Jeez, I almost messed that up. I think that's a great suggestion, Kyle. That's something I'm gonna try. Wow, that could really be cool. I didn't want to try it on this last piece because I got all the other ones the other way. Okay, because you got the adhesive on the outside. Makes sense. So could you... Is there a... Wonder what it would look like if you put the Goo on. May probably make the window look... it'd have a sheen to it or whatever. I would bet. Yeah, I mean, John, that's a really good point. But man, that sounds fantastic. Other than because that part's going to be the sticky part exposed. Sure would. Sure would. And you know, that wouldn't happen for a little while either if you didn't think about it. Or, you know, couple months probably you'd start noticing that your windows need washing. Big time probably. And then you'd probably start noticing that you had you could put a smaller layer of tape inside a larger layer of tape. That's an idea. Good discussion, man. That's troubleshooting right there. Problem solving, troubleshooting, thinking ahead. All kind of stuff. What's going on with us? Well, I didn't do nothing. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Where we at? Here we go. Alright. 6 and 5 is what it's saying right now. Okay. here, and here, and here. There we go. Hey there, Mr. Jerry. How you doing? You just got here in time for the good part, actually. Thank goodness, because I was tired. Well, I didn't do it for too long, but I was already tired of messing with that. Let's do this, and we'll do this and this. Good to see you, Jerry. You doing all right today? I watched y'all's stream today, but I didn't hear it because I was on the phone the whole time. Speaking of, I need to check it real quick. So the model we are getting ready to assemble has a bottom floor, a second floor, a third floor, and I don't know what I did with the other part. Oh, here it is. And a top floor where they come out from downstairs or go back in, and you got a stage here with a dance floor and a bar with bar stools, and then I've got tables and chairs and all that stuff to go around it too, and to go downstairs on these decks outside. So I'll go show you the tables and chairs. Here are the tables and chairs, and they're face down. Well, these are face down, but like this. And they go in there, and we got chairs to go around them too. I'm not going to pop them off so they don't get lost. But these go on the decks. There's an eave that with beams that come out of the walls, and we'll get to all that in just a sec. If y'all will excuse me for two, windows are a pain. Yeah, Dave, you're right. But yeah. Microscope slide glass. Oh, I wonder how that. Yeah, something maybe a little thinner than that if you could. I need to use the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. I don't need this or this yet. Move it. Let's see what we got right here. Alright. So, I haven't put one of these together in a minute, but I did kind of go in and check them, so hopefully they should be okay. We'll have to see. There could be some unforeseen issues, and we might not be able to get this done, but I don't foresee that to be the case. Hey there, Steven. How you doing? Good to see you. Okay, decent sign there. Number 9. actually move this for a minute because this thing's hanging on. Uh-oh. Alright. There we go. Alright. Had a little bump there. It's making it stick up. I did adjust these angles per the suggestion, John. The what I did is I brought the pieces back in and I blew them back up till they fit, until the angles were back right, and or close to right, because I had messed with them, you know, trying to fix them before. But I got the angles back close to right as I could, and then I cut it from underneath, like you suggested. And then what I did after that is I brought them back in and extended their length some when the angles weren't right or perfect, and then so I extended them out so they crossed each other a little bit and recut them in hopes that they would be as close to perfect as they can be. We'll see. I probably should have put some adhesive on both sides, but yeah, it actually kind of locked in there. Ooh. Whoop. We'll hold it for a minute, but it went together pretty well. Jerry was curious what you think. We were talking earlier, we were wondering if YouTube's going to give me a warning for having the Christmas carols playing in the background. What you think? You might have experienced having the radio going in the background or something. Small strips of painter's tape were a hold. And you're talking about on the inside, John? You could just keep them ready and kind of pop them in there. That's probably, I think that's what you're probably saying. And that sounds like it would make sense. As long as you didn't mess it up once you got but oh, on the outside, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, that would suck. I mean, I'm not monetized anyway, but I would want the watch hours. So if I lost them, I would learn a lesson there. Um, I didn't think about that, but I mean, I figured what they might do is because you know I used to play John Denver and stuff on my videos, and they put a warning on there, but they just say if it's ever monetized, I got to share. But yeah, I've got painter's tape out here somewhere. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Alright. Let's try it again. They really are fitting well. They're just heavy, and I'm too stubborn to hold them as long as I need to. And I was actually kind of looking around for the painter's tape. I was going to try John's trick, but I got to find it. There it is. I see it too. Should have done it before I redid it though. Should have had it ready. I could have put it on one side and oh no, Jerry, I'm at 2,984. And yeah, it's right here, John. I just got to be able to grab it. And what I should have done is before I tried to reset it, I should have just found the tape because it fell. But I didn't. And so I should have done that, and I can see it now, but I'm scared that if I reach over there to get it, this thing's going to fall again, which I guess would be fine. But I'd rather it not fall again if I could help it. No, I don't have 1, 2, 3 blocks, and I need it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is, right before Christmas, as long as I'm over 3,000, I'll apply, for the 3,000 one. And, then I got, I'm gonna have, well, depending upon if I get it, or if they approve it or not, then I'll have about, 3 or about 4, about 5 months really. I'll have about 5 months to get 1,000 hours. Yeah, look, the checkerboards even come together in the right spot. Now it's gonna fall again because I said that. All right, here we go though. Let's see if I can do this without creating a problem. Yeah, Jerry, and I was finding that I do better with watch time on the live streams, and I don't have to edit them, and it saves me a little time, and with me doing the tutoring and stuff too, boy, the time saving is a big deal, and so because I was spending a lot of time editing because I was trying to do at least a video a week, and if not more, and I was spending a lot of time editing, and I actually end up, shoot, with 5 or 6 of y'all in here for a couple hours. I mean, I get 12 hours, you know, and that's off jump, and you get some replay stuff too. And I was telling them earlier before you got in here, I've been sometimes, because I'll need to get stuff put together, I'll stream really early in the morning, and it'll be like 1 or 2 people will see it and come in there or whatever. And YouTube pushes those out pretty good for the replay. Maybe they feel sorry for me or something, but I'll take it. Alright, so let's see here. We can flip all these back over now. And I need 2. This is 2, 3. 4, 6 and 5, and then 8 and 9 are right here. They go up top after I put the other deck in. So once I get those walls in there, then this guy comes in here like this. And so let me see, I missed it. I got the beep on my phone. Alright. But 1, 2, 3 blocks would be good, Jer. But I don't have any of those. Probably should have done the tape thing again. Although I usually don't need to after the first piece is in, but I got a little bump on my base and it's making this piece want to stick up the big piece. Right here on the end there's a little bump on the base. I need to keep these the same height so we don't have any light bleed from the deck. Oh, they do? And then the 4,000 one's harder though. It just doesn't take long to get the 3,000 one compared. I guess because you don't get the AdSense and stuff. Oh, you know what I didn't print? I didn't print the doors. I've gotta do that. Well, that's great, Jerry, because I was a little worried. I mean, I don't, my hours have come pretty honest as far as I know. But I didn't know, how picky they were and how much they looked at, predictions of stuff and things like that. And so I just think it'd be cool for one. Lee said, "I like my 1, 2, 3 blocks. They're the best thing. The best thing for the tools I have. Yeah. For one, I can get dang chat support once I get the 3,000 hours, so I can ask questions." This is gonna cause me problems right here. Guarantee it. I'm trying to hold this till it dries. And this is not just the pieces together. I'm having to hold it down because it's wanting to poke its the edge up a little bit. Hey, Digger, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Digger in the house. Thank you for joining us, Digger. Appreciate you. And this thing right here, I guess, is too close to serve any purpose at this point. And I just got too much going on this workbench right now, and I got to figure out a better way to show the side view. But I can't move this thing any back further. Well, I guess I could. I could try, but let's see if we can make any progress with this thing back here like this. Uh-oh. That might be a little better. Thank you, Digger. Yeah, it is. It's a 4-story Italian restaurant is what I call it, and I don't have a picture to show you right at this time, but it's got a deck and a roof, and it's really only 3 stories, I think, but well, maybe it is 4, because this is a double floor. Maybe it's 5, and then it's got a rooftop bar and stage and stuff on it too. So I struggled with it this morning, but we're making a little progress now. And so piece 3, I want to go ahead and see if I can get my cake decorator back out, and since we've got the big pieces on now, let's see if we can get back. Easy. Alright, there we go. Now I'm able to move it around, and that helps. So I need piece 3. Here we go. It's got tables and chairs. It's got tables and chairs for the outside, not the inside. It's got a like overhangs and outside dining. The overhangs don't really cover the tables. I think the tables are exposed, but there's a little overhang that comes off. It might cover one of them or something. I can't remember. We'll have to see when we get back on there. It's been a minute since I put this thing together myself, and I've never put one together in the HO scale. I've only done my in scale in that once, and so I built this quite a long time ago. So I went in and I kind of checked to make sure that things were somewhat gonna fit together, and it'd be smart if I would put the tape on there before I started. I'm not used to doing it at all, though. It works well for those big pieces. The little ones don't need it as much, but I probably wouldn't have to hold it as long. But I do kind of like to, as it's drying, to have my fingers on it and kind of push it and mold it to where I want it to be exactly, if it's not exactly where I want it. This one came out pretty well, though. Good corner there. Alright, I need to come this way now, and because we need to put the tall piece in probably last. Well, nah, we'll go ahead and do it now. So this piece comes in here. And I do think I'm going to do it in there last. I remember doing that before. So we're going to come in and do 6 and then 5 and then we'll do 4. Once 4's in there, we can do the top deck or the second floor deck. It is fitting together pretty well. Really, the only obstacle I had so far is one of the prints with 2 pieces on it printed too close to the raft and didn't want to come off. The inside of this big piece right here, number 7, and then one other one has some raft stuck to the inside. Thank you. It's getting there. We're coming along. We're in the episode that or the part of the episode where we make some progress, and I like this part because we're building. The accessories take a while. This is a ton of deck railings for this model. They go everywhere. They go here, 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 and then this stops. Then it goes, well, here, and then here, and then here, here, and then it goes all the way around here, too. Then it's going to go all the way around here. And there is another place where I can do it twice up top. If I care about the people who are drinking safety. Up on the rooftop bar. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Alright. Yeah, on my N-scale, when I even 3D printed N-scale people for it with the filament printer. And they don't look great. But, I mean, from a distance, they look fine, actually. It's just, if you get up close on them. From 3 feet, they look fine. Safety. Alright. Now, I'm going to give that a sec. As long as there's not a problem here, I'm going to kind of make sure there's not a big problem. And it looks like we're doing what we're supposed to be doing there. Yeah, alright, but we are going to let it dry for a sec. I want it to be a little more secure before we put that other piece in. Now up on the top, on the rooftop bar, we can have deck railings here around this part, but not the very edge part. And we can leave a gate, you know, where they could walk out here. But if I don't put deck railings around both of them, then they could fall off, is what I'm saying. They'd have to walk through the gate, so I guess it would be their liability. We could put a sign on the gate. Yeah, this is an HO bill. Uh huh. It's just a 4-story building with a rooftop on it, and so it's pretty big. Um, I say it's 4. It might no, it is 4 because you got one. Well, let's see. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 5. Jeez. Where's the other piece? 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5 stories. I didn't realize that. Alright. So we don't want it totally dry because we want to be able to move it a little bit, but we did want them to be secure. Alright. And then the lower part, we're just going to put a little in here. So that piece needs to be there, and then this piece needs to. I was a little worried for a minute, but it locked in there where it belonged after a second. I'm going to say that and it's going to fall forward, but I did feel it. It's sitting in there where it's supposed to go. I just need it to dry. We'll have to make sure we're not. There they are. Thank you. We're gonna let it ride a minute and see let it dry up a little bit before I try to put that deck in there. Let's see. Let me check my and so the next piece, it kind of, well, this one isn't as bad as the outpost one, but it does snug up in there a little bit, and you got to kind of slide it. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit. And really, I don't know which. I have to look more carefully, but I think. See these. These eaves go in here like this over each of the doors, and they have beams on them, but I didn't cut out recessions. This is back before I started doing that, and I had already printed the walls before I realized I hadn't done it. I mean, the pieces will glue right here, but usually I just make a cutout, so it's got a seat in there, and I'm not gonna have that. And so one of the things I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to figure out a way to glue the beams on before the fact, so it's got something to rest on. And so I've got to figure out the best way to glue these beams on here. But I don't know how I'm going to get them to stay. I've got little cutouts in here, but they're not big. But I guess I could just put anything like this beside it, maybe. Let's see if you can see. Yeah. Maybe I could just like lean them up against that thing. Sorry, y'all, I'm thinking out loud. Could do like this, and then push this in, I suppose. Take forever, though. I guess we could. That'll probably be something that we don't do on camera, because that ain't going to be any fun to watch for sure. Alright, are we getting any kind of... Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, so... Uh-oh. Well, I know it fits. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. That raft is stuck to it still. That part of the raft that's stuck to it's preventing that from... Alright, I have to make an alteration real quick. And, because it fits perfect, and I got a little bit of raft on there still, and so it's not wanting to go in there. Alright, so let's move this way. Let's change this back here. Alright. This piece, there's the bottom. It comes down through here. Oh. Alright. don't think this is going to work by itself, though. It might, but maybe so. I had a little lip on this thing that was on there on purpose because it kind of helps it to snap in, but because this piece is a little thicker than it normally is, it was keeping it from going in. Let's see if that helps us out. Almost. Excuse me, I need to get some tools, if I can find them. Here we go. Oh, okay. Maybe so. Yeah. I can reprint this, but I don't want to. So let's see if we can avoid that. Now, where is... Alright, here we go. We should be alright, I think. Alright. Now, I have to make sure that this is up higher than it really needs to be. And now we need to re-adhesive or re-glue or whatever. And I have moved stuff and set stuff. Let's see here. There it is. All right. Now let's try this again. Let's get everything unnecessary out of the way. And let's try this. Well, I feel like I'm a mess right now. I ain't doing anything good. Alright. Messed that up too. Jesus. Alright. Now. We'll hold this. Alright, there is the canopy glue, I think. Here, well, I don't know that they're coming here with it. And it could be that it's coming tomorrow. Or Monday. Now let's... Alright. We got it. I need to put this in here now. So we got the right height. Alright. And there we go. Boom. I was a little worried there for a minute. But we're good now. We've overcome one obstacle. I didn't print the doors though. I just thought about that. Well, I mentioned it earlier, but so I haven't printed the doors yet, and I think that's about it though. Alright, so it's Saturday at 3:21. What y'all gonna be doing for dinner? What's going on? What's for dinner everywhere? I'm just starting to think about it. So I'm curious what y'all are thinking. What do I have? I could do chicken and dumplings, but I don't really want that. I could do spaghetti. I think I could do tacos. I could grill some chicken, but I really don't want to go out and grill. Pork chops is nice. Are you gonna bake them? Are you gonna fry them? Are you gonna grill them? So that y'all see what I do. We'll do got some homemade chicken soup and a sandwich. All right. Homemade chicken soup. That sounds good. All right. I don't know that this is as straight up as I want it, or as it needs to be for that matter. Let's check that. That's fine. And now that looks better. We still cover everywhere. See, that's the, he just pulling up as he passed. Alright. Canopy glue ain't gonna really help me now anyway, but I wouldn't mind going to get it and try it. Alright. Alright. There we go. Now what happens next is they fill in right there. Goes inside and behind and then in. Alright, that doesn't look good there. Something's wrong. Let's see. There we go. Here and here. And there. Makes sense. And so what I'm not able to figure out is what's going on with this one. Okay, that's normal. Uh-oh. Okay. I've got to print the fish and chips and mushy peas. I've got to print the roof insert too. So I need to do the doors and the roof insert. And I'll do them all dark brown. Uh-oh. Air frying the pork chops, Dave is. I have an air fryer that I have never been figured out how to properly use. Sure haven't. I have never cooked anything properly in it. Ever. Not once. It could be that the air fryer is not good, but it sure isn't good for me. I haven't been able to use it, and I've tried. You got an air fryer, John? Jerry? And yours works good, Dave? Yeah, I've got one a few Christmases ago from somebody, and I never could get it to work well. Do that like that. You are having chicken and dumplings, Jerry. That's good to hear. Are they made yet, or are they making still? This is going to be tricky, I feel like. up for the... There we go. Okay. Mm. What do you usually make in there, Lee? Alright, now I need this that fell. I've not been successful, or I would love to. I want to try. I want to be able to use it. I just can't. I haven't been able to have any luck with it yet. All right, so that does fit in there well, which is good to hear or see. And is it like almost like grilled, or? I guess I'm sheltered. I don't know. We're gonna put an insert in here too. That ain't gonna work for us. Let's see here. We're gonna go with John's suggestion. We're gonna put it right here. And here. And then we'll put some glue in here. It was coming apart right here. Not wanting to hold together. So I like very much the two-sided tape, doing the one piece of tape face down. I kind of worry about it wanting to roll back up though. Um, but it might not. If it's sticky enough, it might not. And you could put some glue. You could put some canopy glue around the window and then put the tape on there. And I feel like that might work. Alright, let's see. Alright. It's fitting together better now there, and then I need another one. I'm gonna have to print another one, I guess. It's like I'm one short of the little window frames that I need. And so I've got to print. I've got to print the roof insert. All right. So there's an insert that goes under here. All right. And it goes inside of there. Yeah. All right. And so there's an insert that goes inside of there, and so that's going to actually cover. I've got a little bitty gap right there, and that's going to cover that. And I need to remember to go shrink these two down by a millimeter or two, and I'm not going to be able to fix it on this one. Again, what happens is there's a piece that sticks out 5 millimeters around the bottom that goes all the way around it, and that way if anybody does look down like this, you don't see any light bleed, because it is I have piece 8 and 9 were about 1.5 millimeters too tall. And then, so we're going to need to come here now and do this again. Oh, let's get the tape. Here and here, and then let's get it like we want it here. And so what I've got to do is I've got to print an N scale one of these too, and before I do, I'm gonna repair some of these issues. Again, I haven't put this thing together since I made it a long time ago, 2.5 years ago. And so I went in and I did what I could see manually that needed to be fixed. And now before I send this one off, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I'm going to come around here and look at all of it and see what little bitty changes need to be made before I send it off, and then I'll do them to the N scale one, and I'll get to see if they work then too. See if the changes help fix. It actually, I mean, it seemed together very well, but it's a little bit more work than I would want anybody to have to do to get it to fit like that. I would like it to fit together a little easier. I mean, and there's a little, this is a challenging shape. You know, when the shape's like this, it is a little challenging. really can't. I've got a little bitty gap right here, and I'm not really sure why. I don't think that's causing it. Alright, I think we can do something with that too, though. I don't want to get it down in the window. Alright. Let's go here. Here. Alright, so let's see what we got. Here we go. So, John, can you give me, or Jerry, or Dave, or somebody, can you give me a count on how many people it's saying are in the stream right now as we speak? I'm trying to figure out how to read the analytics. I know, I mean, there's a concurrent viewers, but I don't know that it's showing me the current. It's just the concurrent is what it's showing me. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. 2 million would be sweet. I'd be okay. You know what? We'd probably be in trouble if we had 2 million in here. I don't know how we would handle that. I would certainly be making anybody a, which I should probably do anyway. Alright. So, since Jerry suggested that we might have 2 million in here at some point, I went ahead and made Kyle and Lee moderators. Let me see something. I got a, let's see. Tweaks to the editing. Of course, I'll have Alright. Oh no, I thank y'all for coming all the time, and like I said, I don't really ever think that we're going to be in danger of having 2 million in here, but I do think that it is good to have people to watch and to be able to check folks that are coming in and asking about how to airbrush. And then somehow we end up talking about assisted suicide or something. The tape is valuable. It seamed up some holes that I had almost decided to live with. And let's see. Um, and so, what is it? I guess it's about 200 millimeters, maybe 220 or 30 millimeters tall. It's a pretty big footprint. Um, we got roof eaves that hang off here, and with beams. And then we've got tables and chairs. We've got deck railings that go around here. And we'll probably maybe do that. I don't know. Is anybody that we know of streaming tonight? I don't know that I'll be streaming anymore, but I guess I could come on and try to do some accessories in the morning. I can go ahead and put this on here, I guess. Let's get the. Alright. Alright, we'll do a switch. You are what time? Jerry? What about... Oh yeah, we don't need either one of them. Oh, thank you for coming, Lee. I appreciate you. I really do. But what we'll plan on doing, I would think, is I'm going to go to Jerry's stream tonight. If I'm on YouTube at all, I'm going to go to he's up at 7 p.m. All right, and I'm going to eat. And thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate you. It didn't go together as perfectly as I wanted. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in tomorrow. And I've got, where are they? Let's see. I just got to do like the deck railings, right? Uh-oh. Not cooperating. It doesn't look like. Not without my tool. There we go. So, I got to do the deck railing. And these go everywhere, all the way around this thing. And so that's going to be fun. And so one thing I need to do, I'm glad I thought about this, is I need to go ahead and get all those off the rafts so they're ready. So I'm not doing that on the stream. I'm going to go ahead and... Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and... I'll go ahead and pull all the chairs and tables off and put them in little baggies so they'll be ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out how to glue the beams on these things before I'm gluing them against the wall, because I'd like them to have the beams, to use the beams to help it stand up against the wall while it's drying, because I don't have a seat in there. Now, one thing I will be able to do once it dries is I'll be able to stand it up, you know, and do some things like that to help with the gravity. But and that's probably what I'll do. The thing is, if I get the beams on, if I do the beams, if I put these on first and do the beams last, it's real easy for the beams to come up either a little long or short, and then you got to start trimming and stuff like that. So if I do the beams, if I glue the beams to the overhangs first, then I know exactly how high it needs to be, and I don't have to do any trimming. So, yes, sir. We'll see you at the next one, too. And so I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I'm going to be streaming probably tomorrow morning, and possibly a little tomorrow afternoon, depending upon how tomorrow morning goes. And I'm just going to be coming back in. I'm going to be doing the doors, the deck railings, the tables, the chairs, and just finishing this guy up and getting it ready to get it out of here. So I want to thank y'all very much for coming. Thank you very much, Digger, Jerry, Lee, John, Schuylkill River Valley, Kyle, Dave, BNSFN Scale was in the house. And I don't really know that we had any. Oh, Stephen Wigwag is here, or was here. He sure was, or is, one or the other. And so, Stephen, I want to thank you for coming. And if you're watching in the replay, I want to thank. But Wild Bill was in here. He sure was for a minute. I'm glad I scrolled back up. So if you're watching in the replay, I want to thank you very much for doing so. I want to encourage you to subscribe if you're not already. And if you will click the bell icon, you'll be alerted to future uploads. If you do know anybody who might be able to use this model on their layout or might like a copy of this model and you want to share this with them, I sure would appreciate it. If you are watching the replay and you were not aware, there is an email at the bottom down there below the big screen. And it says http://ironhorsehobbies.smk.etsy.com. That is our Etsy shop. And if you ever need to email us, it's ironhorsehobbies.smk@gmail.com. Just make sure you leave us a comment here on YouTube and let us know that you sent us an email, because we're really bad about not checking it. Alright? Appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for joining me. Happy Saturday to you. I made pretty good progress. I'm pretty satisfied. I got about as far as I thought I could. And so I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm happy that y'all joined me too. And I hope y'all have a good evening. See y'all soon. I don't have to get up anymore. Dang it. The computer's here now. And so here we go again. I think I stop OBS first. And then I come and stop YouTube. Yeah, I think that's right.